Well, Leeds United in command of the Championship. 2 points clear at the top of the table after a 2-0 win over Millwall in midweek. A chance to strike first in the Championship weekend with Burnley in action later today. And Sheffield United facing the prospect of the Steel City derby at Hillsborough in 24 hours' time. Daniel Farke knows just how dangerous a trip to Loftus Road can be, though. His side beaten here 4-0 on the penultimate weekend of last season, which saw Leeds slip out of the top two. A month ago, Queen's Park Rangers found themselves a point from the playoffs. After 4 successive defeats, the top 6 now out of reach. But could they bring Leeds down here once again? Pirou's going to take it on, just got underneath it a touch too much, but it shows the confidence, David, of a player to take it on as it sat up the way it did there for Joel Pirou.
And the thing is, like with Pirou, he doesn't need an opportunity to have the second chance about thinking about having the shot. It's quite fortuitous that the ball comes back to him, but then there's no doubt about it. All he's going to do is hit that ball, which is a little bit too high that time.
Now a chance for Queen's Park Rangers here as the throw comes in, not enough distance on it, and Pirou can head it away and clear the penalty area, but now a chance to sling it back in. In comes the cross, Roden, whose header was down and not really away. Sato tiptoeing his way towards the Leeds penalty area, looks to roll it across, but that one's cut out. Sato strike! And out of nothing, Queen's Park Rangers get themselves in front. A delightful finish. And Queen's Park Rangers are at it again against Leeds here at Loftus Road. Wonderful goal. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Leeds United 0.
Well, this is a great strike, isn't it, from Sato? But you have to look at the touch from Aronson. It's a poor one which invites Sato to have this opportunity. Starts with his ball out on the left-hand side and then tries to play a neat little 1-2. There's the reverse pass from Aronson, plays it right into the path of Sato. He was trying to find Jayden Bogle, but Sato had just continued his run. And there you have a little look. It's a great strike. And Meslier, no chance whatsoever.
First time strike by Koiki Sato, and he couldn't have hit it any sweeter. Stroud just to thump it out for a throw, and an opportunity perhaps here for Queen's Park Rangers to hurl this one in. Forward comes Coke. Edwards is tiptoeing his way into the Leeds penalty area as well, but it's a throw-in that they've worked short instead. Here's Anderson. Now Smith, and he's got plenty of time to measure across here, just hangs one up, header, makes it 2! Steve Cook for Queen's Park Rangers. What a first half they are having. With Leeds perhaps expecting the long throw, they worked it short. Delight for Martí Cifuentes, whose side are making the most of their chances here.
Well, you have to say that's an exceptional header from the veteran Steve Cook. But they work it well down that far side. The ball is being thought that it's going to come in as a long throw. And then when it comes to Portsmouth, all he's got to be doing is thinking about putting it into a good area. But have a look at Steve Cook. He goes towards the 6-yard box and then pulls away. He's totally unmarked. It's a good header. He's having to put a lot of pace with the header because there's not a lot of pace from the cross from Smith. There he is, he's unmarked, just kisses off the near post and into the back of the net.
Hands high from Martí Cifuentes, but there'll be an inquest surely in the Leeds changing room over that second goal. Nobody pressurising Smith, who had plenty of time to cross, and then Cook left all alone inside the penalty area. Here's Bogle, he is going to have a go. Puts his effort over the top.
Well, this is a waste as far as I'm concerned. Isolated 1v1 against Parle. I think that's the one where you just stand that ball up towards the far post. And I think that's just a little bit of frustration coming out from the Leeds players.
Played off first time by Piru. Into Solomon. Now Rothwell. Tanaka. Piru again. Cleverly played by him. Solomon across goal, and Leeds have got one back. Just what they needed. Queen's Park Rangers claiming an offside. But Leeds United right back in this game. The Queen's Park Rangers players aren't happy. Steve Cook making the point. It's going to be really interesting to see this again. It's a really well-crafted move by Leeds. Let's take another look here, David.
Well, it was well constructed. Nice little ball from Pirro. And I think it's Firpo who gets the final touch here. You can see that Bogle doesn't touch it. If Bogle touches it, he's offside. But Firpo just gets the tiniest of touches. I can understand why Steve Clarke is a little bit animated, thinking that Bogle had the last touch, but Bogle did not touch that ball. It's a lovely ball into the path of Solomon. And there we see the finest of touches from Firpo. And Leeds are back in this game.
And actually, the final touch came off Morgan Fox. It's been given as an own goal. Here's Michael Frey for Queen's Park Rangers. Fires his effort at goal, drags it wide in the end. When they do get it forwards, Queen's Park Rangers, they are threatening.
And a lot of the times it's because they're direct. But once again, nice little reverse flick from Colback into Anderson.
Nonto able to turn and able to thread it forwards. Cross takes a deflection. Solomon denied by Nardi, but Bogle is there. And from 2-0 down, Leeds bring it back to 2-2. Just the start they were looking for in this second half. Real spirit being summoned by Daniel Farke's side, who believe they can go on and win this game.
Well, as I mentioned about Leeds United, about not having many opportunities to get in behind the QPR back unit. This time they do it once again, and you have to say it's a great save to start off with from Nardi. But there's the ball from Nonto into the path of Daniel James. Here's the good save from Nardi, but Bogle, look at his positioning. He's by the 6-yard box, middle of the goal, as a right back, and calmly slots it past the QPR goalkeeper.
Didn't give Paul Nardi a chance there as he made sure he put his effort right into the corner, out of the reach of the goalkeeper. Leeds fighting back. Eden Bogle. Interesting choice of free kick there by Kenneth Powell, which presents Dan James with the ball, and he's abruptly halted by Koki Sato. How long ago it seems now that he swept QPR into the lead, but he's been sent off. Red card shown by Tim Robinson. QPR, for the final 3 minutes or so of this afternoon, are going to be a player short. Let's have another look here where you can see why. Referee gets that right. It's not a nice challenge at all by Sato. Studs on the calf of Dan James.
When I first saw it, I wasn't too sure, but when you see it from that angle, and that's the angle that the referee saw it from as well, absolutely spot on.
Full-time whistle blown here at Loftus Road. An absorbing, entertaining game here between Queen's Park Rangers and Leeds United. Queen's Park Rangers led by 2-0. Goals from Koiki Sato and Steve Cook, but Daniel Farke's side fired up and roared back into the game. Jaden Bogle with an equalizer for them 6 minutes after half-time. That came after a Morgan Fox own goal just before half-time. Leeds, though, couldn't quite turn the game completely around and have to settle for a point. It does see them extend their lead at the top to 3 points, but Sheffield United can draw level with them tomorrow when they play in the Sheffield derby. So many talking points from a fantastic game here, which finishes Queen's Park Rangers 2, Leeds United 2.